good, YouTube? D Shower here back with another video for you guys, man. Today we're going to be on the spiritual tilt. You know, we got to be in harmony with all aspects of our lives, right? So today I've made a major improvement in my spiritual journey. I've got a new experience to tell you guys. So recently I've taken a spiritual medicine, trying to find answers, man. So me being so open-minded and being in the space to where I can explore, to experience new things, and to want to learn more about self. I think it's very important that we're open-minded to explore new things, being able to expand our perception of things. I think that's very important when it comes to growth and becoming. Um, let's talk about this sacred medicine, man. I'm not gonna go into details with it. Well, I will. I took a psychedelic, right? And I've been wanting to take a psychedelic for the last couple months, and I don't have access to it, right? So it's just been hard to get my hands on, and I haven't been really focused on it. But I made it intentional because I really want to find answers. Like when I have a goal, when I want to know something, like I have to go after it. So I made it intentional that I go after it, right? So I've been having questions. I've been having questions about a lot, like questions about my existence, and I felt like that sacred medicine will help me get that answer that I needed, which it did. It was a great experience. I may not take it again, but I at least know that whatever I was looking for, I already have it inside me. We all have these answers that we're looking for about ourselves or about anything else. The answer is already inside of us. We just have to go in that silence and be able to be focused on finding the answers and actually practice being in silence and connecting with source, connecting with that stillness, being in that stillness to find what you want to find, to understand what you really want to understand, right? So I was searching for answers about my existence. I was searching for answers on me being the guy I am, being analytical, being wanting to know the foundations of everything that like I'm involved in, knowing the basic information and building on top of that. I felt like I wanted to know that about myself internally, about my existence. And during this experience, I got to the point where me going inside myself, going that deep inside myself, I found out like I was fighting. It's like there's a wall, right? And that's me trying to break the wall. And that wall is the source. That wall is the creator saying your mind won't understand what is beyond this wall. So I've been consistently trying to break through this wall, trying to understand what I'm made up of, what makes me me. But the creator is like, you can't break through that wall. Your mind can't understand it. Only the creator of the creation can understand and build basis off of for the creation, right? So even though we create as humans, we won't understand why the creator, well, we can't even fathom what the creator has for us, or what the blueprint is for the human beings, a blueprint for me and you and everybody else. And that's me trying to break through that wall. I learned that I have to surrender. I had to surrender to knowing that I won't know the unknown. Like I won't even fathom what the creator has, or fathom that blueprint. And it was very, I want to call it, I think it was the death of the ego. Like me, the ego inside of me is wanting to know everything about everything. So me trying to break through that wall was like, I had to surrender. Like your mind, my mind can't fathom why I'm built like this. So I had to, while I was in that trance, while I was tripping, I had to surrender to know. I had to surrender knowing that I won't understand. So that was really eye opening to me, and it was, I call it the death of my ego, knowing that I can't understand it. And after that experience, like I have, I've read it, but me having experienced it, I understand now, and I was already at peace. I'm gonna say somewhat at peace because I was trying to find answers, right? So I understand now why I do what I do. Well, I don't want to say it. I understand why I can't getting certain answers because I'm not the creator. Only the creator knows what we're made up of and how we're supposed to move, right? So I call that my ego death, and during that experience, like I have a different perception of reality that not a lot of people have. And for me be able to help you all to understand like how being in stillness, being in nature, being with yourself, loving yourself, and understanding that you won't know everything. Like in my case, you won't know everything, and that you have to be content with knowing that you won't know. I had to be content with knowing that I won't understand why I'm made how I am, right? So that's what I got out of that sacred medicine experience. I want to switch topics. Well, I want to read this quote from The Power of Now, by Echo Hart Tolle. Uh, like I've been had this book for a while, like a couple months, and I've been reading it, but I wasn't understanding it. Like you really have to like experience this type of information to know what it's saying. Like you can get it from a surface level, but once you really experience it, bro, now that I'm reading it after having this experience, it makes sense. Like it makes sense. And for me to finally get a grasp on what he's saying is is cool. Like I mess with it for real. I'm gonna read this quote. It says, identification with your mind creates an opaque screen of concepts, labels, images, words, judgments, and definitions that block all true relationship. It comes between you and yourself, between you and your fellow man and woman, between you and nature, between you and God. Like that's what is it? You creating a separation between you and everything else. That's the ego. Like we are all one. Let me keep reading. It says, it is the screen of thought that creates the illusion of separateness. The illusion that there is you and a totally separate other. You then forget the essential fact that underneath the level of physical experience, our physical bodies and separate forms, you are one with all that is. Like that's what I experienced. Like that when I was in that trance, I was able to let go of my physical body and really search for those answers, but really explore my mind and know that when we're separated from that physical body and you just surrounded by energies and vibes and vibrations, and knowing that everything is one, bro, the peace you get, like the peace you get and the contentness with your you being is like a whole different level of, bro, it you can't really explain it. Like that's different. And I also came to the realization that not everybody's gonna be happy. Like the level of peace and happiness that I have, I don't think everybody else will I don't think everybody else will reach this level of happiness or peace. That may be the ego talking. I don't know. I gotta think about that because that might be the ego too. But that's a whole different topic for a whole different video, right? So what I really got out of this experience was surrendering. and being content with where I am and where I'm going to go. Like I want to reach, I want to accomplish certain things, but I have to be content with knowing that I am where I'm supposed to be. Like I am what I am, and what I'm not, I'll never be. That quote is true. Like being content with being where my feet is. Like I want to reach certain goals. I want to get certain items. I want to do a lot of things, right? But you're not going to be happy until you're content with where you're at. Is content the word? I'm gonna say content with where you at. But we're always searching to strive, right? So being content, being where your feet at. Like this whole experience was different, and I vibe with it. Like, bro, it's so mind-boggling. Like once you search for answers and you actually get them, man, it's crazy. Let's talk about something else. Where we gonna go? Oh yeah, what I think I've been using the word happiness in the wrong context. I think I've been using it wrong. I think the word I've been trying to find was peace, because we're gonna have times where we're unhappy and we're gonna have times of happiness, right? It's gonna like that pendulum swing, like they say in the Kabbalion, the law of cause and effect. Like we're not gonna always be happy, but we're not always gonna be sad. It fluctuates. It it's a pendulum, right? It's gonna do. It's gonna. It's like it's harmony. Being in harmony with being happy and being unhappy. And once you get past understanding that, but that what comes after happiness and unhappiness is peace. It's true peace. Being knowing like something can happen to you, and you being at peace with yourself, knowing that good times will come. Like bad times don't last, good times don't last. And when you understand that, that's peace within itself. Being knowing that things won't be the same forever. And once now that goes on, I ain't even gonna go to that because that gets even deeper. We're gonna make another video about that. Yeah, like my experience with sacred medicine was very eye-opening. Like the answers I was looking for, I got them, and I may not need them anymore, because in that stillness you find answers that you want. Like if you search long enough, you will find. So this experience been eye awakening with being content with where I am, being that overachiever I am, knowing that I will accomplish the things that I want to accomplish, but it's gonna happen on divine timing. It's not gonna happen when I want it to happen, right? It goes along with the instant gratification thing. Like we gotta trust the process. We trust in the process. That's the point of the whole journey of self-mastery, right? Loving the process, enjoying the process. And what I've come to a conclusion is I have to enjoy the process, which I already knew, but being content with where I am and being content with where I'm going and how I'm gonna get there. Like being one with the source, being in that constant zero frequency, as Soul will say, being in that the zero frequency, being immersed with the creator, being immersed with source energy, right? So I appreciate you guys for watching, man. Like I had to get this off, and it's been 2 weeks, and I really had to process it in my mind. So that's where this video came from, right? So I appreciate you guys for watching the video, man. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you all for watching. Like y'all don't understand. Like who I wouldn't have thought I would have been on YouTube 2 years ago, and here I am teaching you guys, well, sharing my experiences with you guys and reaching the level I want to, well, becoming the person I want to be. And for you all to watch and like, comment, and subscribe, man. I really appreciate you guys, bro. So we're gonna end the video off like that. On to the next one, man. Peace.